Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you who are new to the channel, please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, along with that notification bell. That way you can be notified anytime I go live or post new content. So you guys, I'm hopping in to do live readings tonight for those who are interested. They are paid readings. The donations for readings are $10 during my live streams. For more in-depth personal readings, I have a website. Hop on over, check it out. aquarianempresstarot.net. Okay, and all my readings are 50% off. Use promo code March 2021. All right. So, meanwhile, while I'm waiting for everybody to hop in the live, I wanted to kind of like talk a little bit. Hey, Aisha. About, of course, we talk a lot about boundaries and whatnot, right? But I wanted to talk about people feeling the need to explain themselves, right? It's a no. It's a no. Hey, Melody. Well, hey, Maria. Appreciate the love and support. I can't see. Raina. Oh, Raina C. Love you too, Maria. Hey, Raina. Welcome to the channel. We're so glad to have you here. If you are new, please make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Also, you guys, I will be doing monthly giveaways, so make sure you share the links to my channel. You hop over to my IG, follow me there, because, I'm goofy on IG. Follow me there and subscribe to my website, all right? If you haven't booked a personal reading with me, I'm telling you, it's worth the investment. It's definitely worth the investment because I'm all about self-empowerment, self-healing, self-worth, right? And personal accountability. That's what I advise and coach on. Okay. I'm good, love. Thanks for asking, Melanie. I ate a little bit earlier, but yeah, I wanted to talk about people feeling the need to explain themselves. Just remember, at the end of the day, you are a grown adult person. Whatever choices you choose to make in your life, of course, is always your choice, is my choice, right? We don't owe people an explanation. We don't. Hey, Casey, love. But the problem is, especially if you cut someone off, you feel like you have to explain yourself. Like, oh, well, I'm leaving you because, or I'm walking away from this job because, I'm putting in a 2-week notice because, I'm breaking this lease because. You don't have to explain anything. Just let them know, okay, I'm paying the deposit, whatever I need to pay, I'm out of here, right? You're done. You don't owe them an explanation, right? Whatever little things you need to tie up, loose ends, tie it up. It wasn't working for you, right? I feel like it's mostly a women thing, and I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. Exactly, Casey. Sometimes I feel like because we're so emotional, a lot of the times we feel like, oh, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. So, I want to explain, I just don't want to be friends anymore because I feel like you involve yourself with highly toxic people and all you do is get together and gossip, and I'm not that type of person, But you don't owe them an explanation. If you don't want to be friends with somebody, you don't have to be friends with somebody. If you don't want to date somebody, you don't have to date that person, right? You're an adult, so you have every right to choose who you allow in your energy and who you choose to entertain. You don't owe them an explanation. Well, why didn't you call me back? Because I was busy. What do you want me to say? Because I was busy. But why didn't you come to this function? I don't have to explain to you that I didn't have the money this week. I had bills to pay. I had to take care of my children. I don't have to go into detail with you. I simply couldn't make it. That's that. If you have another session, I may be able to make it. I may not, but I'm not obligated to go. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? So the need to constantly over-explain. Hey, Kiss JG. Welcome back, love. The constant need to explain to people. Or if, for example, you tell somebody, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. You automatically feel like, well, I can't because I have to pay this bill. Or I can't because I don't have enough gas to drive there. Or I can't because I'm going to have dogs in the house, so I can't babysit tonight. You don't owe people explanations for stuff. Now, if you feel that you want to, go ahead, give them that. But you really don't owe people an explanation. And every time, I think it's guilt. I think it's that feeling within us, we feel guilty for actually having boundaries and actually saying, No. Do you want to come to the movies with us? No. Well, why? Because I don't. Can it just be because I don't? Do you want this coffee? No. No, thank you. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty, right? Do you like this type of coffee? No, I don't like that type of coffee. Well, here, just try it. I just sat here. Do y'all see my point about boundaries? I just sat here and told this person I don't drink coffee, and she keeps trying to get me to drink it. It's a no for me. Hi, Diana. Like I don't. Literally, I had this experience, y'all. So here's story time, right? Last year, no, the year before last, because 2020 was pandemic, right? Rewind. 2019 Thanksgiving, I went to visit my grandmother on my father's side of the family, and I was there, and all of his family was there, right? So my grandmother's like, she's got everything, and she knows that there are certain things I don't eat. Like one of those things, I don't eat pork. Well, my grandmother's sister, she sits at the table and she makes a big deal out of eating chitterlings, and I'm just like, it's a no for me. First of all, I've never in my life wanted to eat chitterlings. But second of all, the smell is repulsive. And I was like, no. And she was like, put it on your plate, put some hot sauce on it. And I'm like, no, just no, I'm not going to do it. And I'm not a child. So you're not going to sit here and try to force me to eat something that I don't want to eat. And it's like, people have to know that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. Just because you're my grandmother's aunt or sister or whoever you are, does not mean that I owe you an explanation. Why don't you want to eat it? Because I said no. Like, I said no, period. People tend to push and they push because they feel like you're going to give them an explanation. You're going to tell them why. Like, they're entitled to a reason why you don't want to go. Do you want to go to lunch with me? Not today. I'll pass. No, thank you. Well, we were going to go do this and do that. Okay, great. That's fine, but I won't be attending. Sorry. Well, I mean, is there a reason why? Because I said no. That's why. Because I said no. So don't feel the need to over-explain yourself. Once you said what you said and you've done what you've done, keep going, girl. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let them stop you, because all it's going to do is create some type of argument, or, you end up telling too much of your own personal business that you don't even need to be telling. You know what I mean? So, hey, Red. So I don't know why that was so heavy on my mind to talk about tonight, but just over explaining yourself is just unnecessary. Like, I said no because I don't want to go. I don't want to eat this. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a no. It's just a no for me. So I don't know if y'all have had that experience, but I've had that experience where people are like, oh, well, I want to know why. Why this? Why you don't like me? Why you don't? Because I don't. And it's okay. Say, somebody tells me no, I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. I will go solo dolo. You don't want to bite? Okay, great. More for me to eat. Like, it's not even a thing for me. But what I realized is because I respect people's boundaries. If somebody tells me no, it's a no. Like, I'm not going to keep questioning them. I'm not going to keep asking them why, because I'm not entitled to figure out what's going on with them. Did you want to come with me? The person says no. Okay, well, no problem. Maybe we can reschedule for another time. That's what a normal, healthy person, a mentally well person is going to say. No problem. We can reschedule, right? Oh, well, you don't like this? I'm not going to keep saying, here, just taste it. Just try it. Just eat it. Like, somebody trying to force you because that's what they want you to do. You know what I mean? Don't over-explain yourself. Oh, my goodness, don't over-explain yourself. The other thing with over-explaining is, I'm going to hurt some feelings tonight. I really going to hurt some feelings. Exes, okay? Exes are exes for a reason. Once you've broken up with someone, please, for the love of all things created, please do not take them back. Don't. Because what happens, let me explain why. Because what happens is, if you keep this going, because there's a reason why that you broke up in the first place. I've had so many clients tell me, oh, well, I just took him back. You know, we're back together again. And now it puts you in this, it's messy energy. Like it's back and forth. It's constant back and forth. And you're confused emotionally. You're confused mentally because you don't know one day from the next, 1 week from the next, how you two are going to go, how things are going to stand. Leave them there. Leave them in the past. Like, to keep taking people back and keep giving people chances, that's a part of this, right? Over explaining yourself. Keep giving people chances and chances to prove themselves. No. You've done. Once I'm done, I'm done. Right, Diana? Once I'm done, I'm done. I'm not going to keep taking you back. I'm not going to continue to allow you in my energy because at all costs, I will protect my energy. So if we've broken up, we are no longer in a relationship, you should not be calling me. You should not be texting me. You should not be at my house. You should not be in my parents' house. You should not be in my siblings' house. I shouldn't hear from you. I shouldn't know anything about you because we are not together. But people leave doors open. It's just like portals. And what happens is people become depressed. They become so worked up. You know why? Because they never actually closed that chapter. They left it open. So it creates confusion when they're trying to move on and you're still hanging on to a little bit of the past and you don't completely shut that door and lock it. The person knows, oh, well, I can just slide in her DMs, or I can just send her a quick text and she's going to be right back calling me again. I'm going to be right back over there at her house on the couch, Netflix and chilling with her because she's not serious. She says she's done with this whole situation. She's done and she's over it. But I can still call her or I can still ask her for something and she's going to be right there. So if you end something, allow it to end. Great friend Casey told me that. She said, make sure that, once you make a decision, you stick to that decision. Because when you go back and forth, you create problems in your own mind. You create your own confusion. Hey, Queen. So if you decide that you don't want something or you decide that you do want something, say what you mean and mean what you say. But when it's done, it's done. When you keep backtracking, you're going to keep experiencing the same karmic cycles that you've already experienced because you haven't let them go. And it's not even that you love the person. It's not even that you love them. It's just an attachment. It's an attachment. You're addicted to the attention. You're addicted to the love bombing. You're addicted to, the trauma bonding, the toxicity of the connection. But once you finally cut off contact and you are done with that situation, leave it. Walk away from it like it's over. So you no longer have to worry about that and you can actually start over and move forward. All right, y'all. So, did anybody donate already? Let me ask that question first, because y'all know I'm not doing free readings. Y'all know that. Let me ask before I get started. Has anybody donated to be on the paid list? Queen and Aisha, I think y'all are the only two mods in here. But that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. That was one of the things that I wanted to discuss was over explaining, holding on to exes, not letting go of things that don't serve you. Because we just came out of the new moon in Pisces, right? And there's a time for reflection, emotional reflection. How do you feel at your current state? How do you feel in your current relationships, interactions, not just intimate relationships, professional relationships, family relationships, all kinds of relationships, friendships, any kind of it you can put in your life. How do you feel about this right now? Are you happy where you are right now? Is it healthy where you are right now on an emotional level? And that's what Pisces season helps us to do. It helps us to realize like what's healthy, what's not healthy, on a deeper spectrum. Thank you, Queen. But yeah, don't over-explain. You don't owe anybody an explanation. No is no. That they want to know why. Let them figure it out on their own. But you don't owe them an explanation. People would love to argue, especially online, and be like, "Oh well, ghosting people is so immature." No, I didn't ghost you. I cut you off. Cutting you off was necessary for me to protect my energy, for me to protect my sanity. I had to cut you off. And usually, if people really paid attention, they would see that this person has been giving them warnings. This person has been, trying to let them know, hey, you're crossing my boundaries, giving them chances after chances after chances, and you keep trying me. So when you keep trying me, that's grounds for ghosting. That's grounds for cutting. Yeah, I didn't see anybody on the list, but that was what I wanted to talk about. Y'all let me know. Like, have y'all experienced this? Like, am I the only person? Am I sounding crazy? Because, like, I feel like a lot of people go through it, but they don't talk about it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and explain to you why I don't want to travel 2 hours away with you this weekend. I have other things to do. I didn't plan for this. Hey, Kelly. Welcome back, love. It's just things that just, whew, when you know better, you do better. But yeah, like hanging on to people that you need to let go of because you're attached. Keep this in mind, attached. There's a difference between actually being in love and being attached to someone. Oh, thank you, Aisha. Good. How are you doing, Kelly? Hey, Glam. Glad you got to pop in. But I think a lot of times people mistake, oh, I love, he's just so wonderful. This person, she's so wonderful, and she's so beautiful. And okay, but what does pretty get you? She's pretty, but how is she as a person? What's her character like? How is she if you tell her no? She can't have something. You're not doing something. You're not paying for something. What's her attitude like then? That's what people fail to look at. People look at the exterior and not the interior, not the inside. So people, they tend to be piss poor judges of character because people are looking at what they see, not what they actually know. And a lot of times now people don't even take the time to actually get to know each other. Getting to a certain level in a relationship takes a certain amount of patience. It takes a certain amount of patience. Because if you rush things, right, and a lot of people, I know y'all gonna agree with me, a lot of people jump into relationships prematurely and they don't know a lot about the person they're dealing with. So then they're disappointed. So glad you're calm and relaxed and glam. So they're disappointed because they didn't take the time to actually get to know this person. You know what I mean? Like character-wise. What is this person's motivation? Are they spiritual? Do they have morals about themselves? So those are just things to keep in mind. Right, the luxury. Glam is she's living glamorous right now. I'm getting queen vibes. But yeah, like people get disappointed because they don't really take that time to get to know people. It's this rush. Well, here's another thing. I know I'm going to upset some people tonight. I know I am, because people, have you ever heard that saying, what's understood doesn't need to be said? Let me know. Drop a heart if you heard it. What's understood doesn't need to be said. Okay? Meaning, if you and the person you're in a connection with know what y'all got going on, know where it's leading to, know where it's going, you both have an understanding of what's going on. Right, Red. I know, Glam. That's right. You understand what y'all got going on. You don't need to have other people on the outside interfering, right? And trying to tell you, well, is he gonna propose to you? Y'all been together for 2 years now. Is he gonna do you see my face? Is he planning on Why are you worried about what me and this person over here got going on? Why are you worried about it? This is my connection. This is my business. This is my relationship. Are y'all moving in together? Because y'all been together for a while. It's a personal question. Personal questions. Do I ask you who's moving in with you? No, ma'am. No, sir. It's a no. Not only that, but sometimes women, especially a lot of younger women, but older women do it too. Women be so quick to get I want him to commit and I want him to do. He's not going to do anything he's not ready to do. Let me tell you this. You cannot cook for him enough. You cannot sex him enough. You cannot buy him gifts enough to make him decide, oh, let me go ahead and offer her a commitment. Men only do what they want to do when they are ready to do it. So that has to be an understanding between you and the person you're dealing with. Don't give up so much so soon before you have an understanding of what it is, right? Because I know all of y'all have heard men say, well, you knew what it was. Drop a heart if you heard the saying. Well, you knew what it was. You knew what it was when you met me. You knew how it was when you met me. You knew what it was, right? But since we're talking about what it was, what it is, find out. Red, you crack me up. Find out what it is before you start getting emotionally invested in somebody. Well, I bought him some $200 J's. Well, what did you do that for? You've known him for 2 weeks. You known him for 2 weeks. But I love him. No, you don't. You don't love him. Love ain't got nothing to do with it. You just wanted so badly to have this relationship. You wanted so badly to be with this person. Exactly, Diana. You wanted so badly to be with this person that you didn't take the time to actually get to figure out what he was on. He might be like, no, I'm not even looking for a relationship right now. Did you ask him? No. You started doing, and I know y'all seen the memes and the sayings floating around. Don't give wife privileges to somebody who's not even treating you like a girlfriend. You're giving too much. You're doing too much. Well, I'm gonna let him move in with me. Y'all, wait a minute. Hold on. It's only been 30 days. Well, he can just come stay with me and do what? Unemployed. He tell you, well, I'm looking for something right now. I'm looking for a job right now. Well, you can come stay with me because you feel bad for him. You feel bad. No, ma'am. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it all works out. I hope it all works out. I feel bad for him, because he's such a great person. Red. Did y'all hear that story about that woman? I think it was in Carolina where she won the lottery and she won I think it was like 100,000, maybe $1 million. It may have been some millions. I don't remember exactly how much, but it was a lot of money. And so the guy she was with at the time that she won the lottery, she ended up buying him, investing in a business for him. She ended up bonding him out of jail. She ended up doing all kinds of stuff for him. Let me tell you. A couple years later, down the road, fast forward to 2021, do y'all know that this man is suing her? He's suing her because she had to end up moving or getting rid of the house where it was a nice big house because she had the money. They had to move. So now he's suing her. He's suing her for, I guess, something about his business and clothes and stuff that she threw away of his. They're not together. But she threw all this stuff away or whatever the case was, and he's suing her over it. Now, mind you, he lived with her. She posted his bail. His bail was like $200,000 or something like that to get out of jail. She paid it. Mind you, the time he was living with her, he was unemployed. Okay? He was unemployed. She loved him. She loved him. And I don't remember the woman's name, but it's been over the news. It's been some time ago. But I just thought to myself, wow, like It's like, and I know we've all been through a stupid season. We've all been stupid. We've all been stupid. But when you're on the outside of it and you look at it and you're just like, damn, what was she thinking? What was she thinking? Why would you go post bail for somebody that, to add insult to injury, she found out that he was cheating with other women. She had proof that he was cheating with other women. Right, Red? I'm telling you. Proof that he was cheating with other women. I had to take that watch off. I was just like, wow. And she was like, she literally offered to pay those women off. Like, if y'all would just leave my man alone, I'll give y'all some money. I was concerned. I was very concerned. And this woman had children. Oh. Well, you take care of what you need to take care of, Glam. We ain't going nowhere. You can always play back. But she had children, and she ended up putting him, like, she ended up going to bat for him constantly. Right, Red? I'm just like, how did he have the audacity? It was the audacity for me. You live with her, right? He stayed with her. How dare you have other women on the side, and then we're not together, and then you try to sue me? Like, how? Like, why? Like, after all I've done for you, and then you try to sue me? Like, why? Like, see, this is why you just let men take care of themselves until you know that you locked in with somebody. And she didn't even notice how things changed once she won the money, because it was a different story. It was a different story before she had all the money, because money changes people. It changes people. Well, a lot of people. I won't say all people, but it changes, because it opens up doors and new opportunities for things, which a lot of people who don't have money will say, well, money can't buy you happiness. I see a lot of happy people with money. I'm just saying. Red. I see a lot of happy people with money. I'm just saying. So technically, yeah, it can. It can buy you happiness. It can. Because, I mean, if I get money, I'm going on a vacation. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going to go somewhere where it's sunny. I'm going to go on a private jet. I'm going to go on a resort. I'm going to live my best life. I mean, I'm just, like, money can't buy you happiness, but you've never had money, so how would you know? How would you know? Like the TikTok. It's like, people who don't have money always be like, money can't buy you happiness. How would you know? You haven't had money. I mean, it's just people. But, when you've had money and then you've gone places and done things, then come back and say that. Then come back and tell me that. I think what people confuse is having money with fame. I think fame really affects you. Like, you're always in the public eye or always in the public spotlight, because there's people who are very wealthy, you know what I mean? They're very wealthy, but they're not always in the spotlight. They're not always in the spotlight. They're happy. I bet you Steve Jobs was happy. The founder of Apple. I bet he was pretty happy before he passed. There's people who make a decent living doing what they do, and they don't, it's not, they're not in the public spotlight all the time. There's a lot of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, salon owners, people who do well. You just don't hear about them much because they're in their corner of the world, doing their thing, running their business, living their life, living their best life. But it's when you put fame, like, you become, exactly, Diana, when you put fame on top of it, it's a whole nother problem, because now you got, it's like, how, like, what's an example I can use, y'all? Like rappers, for example. Yes, they make a lot of money, but you always see them in the news. Like the Baby, for example. You always see them in the news. Something's always going on. Somebody had to go to court. Somebody got into a fight. A fan got slapped in public. Somebody got shot at. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, Bay Dre. Somebody got shot at. So, yes, they have money, but the fame causes them a lot of issues because they're constantly in the public, public spotlight. Or this one was seen with that one type thing, And it's like, but no, all of that to say, right? let a grown man take care of himself. Let him take care of himself. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If he tells you that he's struggling, there are resources to assist. Do you hear me? There's staffing agencies. There's homeless shelters. There's places to go. There's food banks. There's lots of resources that can be used to get you back on your feet. He can even go stay at his mama's house. But if you take on that responsibility, that burden yourself, because that's exactly what it's going to be to you, you're going to feel used. You're going to feel taken advantage of, because you're going to be like, damn, I put all this energy into this person, and then he ups and leaves. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this, what is this show? Life After Prison. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this show. It's the opposite show of 60 Days In, but like, you have these people who supposedly find love with somebody who's, behind bars, and they're waiting for that person to get out. And then when they get out, they're supposed to have this great life together. But tell me something. How are you going to have a great life with a felon? Armed robbery, first degree murder. Yeah, he's getting out, but he's going to be on parole probably for the rest of his life. Parole, probation. I don't really know the difference because I'm not about that life. But I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is that supposed to work for an average person? Like, people like myself, who's not familiar with that type of street life, all that goes along with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you successfully have a healthy relationship with someone who's been in an environment? Because prison is no joke, right? So when they're finally released from constantly always being in that fight or flight mode, how do you have a successful connection with something like that? Hey, Tasha, like, how do you? And then the problems start. Some of the problems start the day they're released. The problems start. Oh, well, he's already trying to cut his ankle bracelet off. This one took off running across the border. Like, there's already drama. It's like people set themselves up for problems. Like, now don't get me wrong. There are people who actually, exactly, Aisha, or they come to you, or like you said, you go to go pick them up, and they go. You like, I done spent money on a plane ticket, or you done got a rental car, you done got supplies or clothes for them, and they don't even show up. Whew, I could not, the anger I would feel. Or you get together, and then all of a sudden they start running off. They start getting back into stuff they was doing that made them get into the prison in the first place. How, you see what I'm saying? And people just they give so much and they extend so much. And then you find out, oh, well, she's back on the streets and she's doing what? With who? Or he's doing what? Like, it's just because that's what they're accustomed to doing. I would say that after a person is like, once a person is like past 25, once you hit your 30s and 40s, you pretty much are who you're going to be for the rest of your life. Once you're in your 30s and 40s, you are who you are. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Melanie. And it's like, I don't know, people set themselves up for failure because, it's always the empaths. It's always the people that want to give, and always the people that want to help that end up getting the worst end of the deal. Like, you know, oh, just last night I seen some type of news article where they were talking about some guy in Pennsylvania. He was a beekeeper. He let some random guy come stay at his house. I think the guy did work for him or something. He opened up his home to the man, and the police found the man dismembered like 2 weeks later. They found him in a dumpster. People caring so much, people wanting to help everyone, people wanting to give all the time. It's like, choose wisely. Choose wisely. I mean, and I know that every situation can't be avoided. Everything can't be avoided. We don't have control over what happens, but it's like, if at all possible, don't just open your home up to anybody. Don't just give your resources to anybody. Don't just spend money on anybody, because you end up losing in the end because you just wanted to help. You wanted to help. You wanted to give. You wanted to support. You wanted to see somebody do well. And you actually genuinely mean well because you have a kind, caring heart. But there are so many cold, heartless people out there in society that don't care. They don't care. They get what they want and they're out. Because that's how they've lived. That's their mentality. That's how they live. It always behooves me that people can take another person's life. Like, it always behooves me, because it's like, who gave you the right? Even in my most angry moments, I would never think, oh, well, I'm just gonna snatch somebody's life. Like, that's just a no. You know what I mean? To a normal person, keyword normal. To a normal person, you're not thinking, I'm gonna do this, cause this much harm to this person. Like, you know, in a normal situation. And it's like, what makes people snap? What makes people take from people? What makes people like that? Something, it has to be something like either a chemical imbalance, something in the brain, upbringing, environment, which reminds me of a post I seen today by an astrologist. She's a very good astrologist on Instagram, and I think, what is it, Elysian Spirit? That's her. I think that's her page. But she did an astrology reading on Chris Brown, and so she did that astrology reading, and then she had all these people in the comments just being like real hateful, like, of all people, why would you do an astrology reading on Chris Brown? He's so horrible, blah blah blah. And it's like, she's reading his natal chart. She's not justifying what happened with him in the past with his girlfriend, which is his business. She's reading his natal chart as an example of to show like what causes people to do certain things, or to highlight their talents and things like that, because that can be found in your natal chart in astrology. And she was using it as an example. She wasn't justifying anything that happened in his past, but his past is his past. And I thought to myself, she doesn't owe anyone an explanation, which is what we were talking about earlier. She doesn't owe anyone an explanation. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's her page. If she chose India Ari to do a natal chart reading on India Ari, that would have been her choice. She didn't choose to. So, what's the issue? Anywho, y'all know I can go on and on and on. I mean, you know, that's just me. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So how many of you have ever been in a situation where you give it to somebody and they've taken full advantage of it? Drop a heart. Drop a heart. I have. They've taken full advantage. Free pass. Didn't care at all. So, you know, which I'm thankful for the experience. Did it hurt me? Absolutely. But those types of situations are they're supposed to be eye openers. They're supposed to be lessons. The point is to learn the lesson, which is why I said earlier, if you are done with someone, be done with them. Don't allow them a little crack in the door, you know? like a little crack in the door to hop in, you know? Also, if you donated for a reading, please let us know so I can know to do a reading for you. If you're in the live stream, just let us know. But yeah, if you've ever overextended your generosity and your kindness to somebody and they took advantage, drop a heart. Drop a heart. We can all be dropping hearts. We can be dropping hearts. Because some people, I'm telling you, some people they take kindness for granted, which is why you got to set boundaries, which is why you just got to say no and not explain. Like Casey said earlier, no explanation needed. Just nope. Mm-mm. Can I borrow 100? Nope, I don't have it. You could have 2,000. Nope. Sorry, can't do it. Mm-mm. They don't need to know that. You don't owe them an explanation. They'll figure it out. If they trust me, let me tell you this one little thing, especially about people who are hustlers, right? People who are used to you know what I mean? People who are used to being, out and about and getting things their way. If they're used to getting their way, they're coming to you because they want to see if you also are going to give in to them. And if they've been making it just fine before they even came and approached you for it, guess what? They're going to be all right. They will figure out a way to take care of whatever it is that they've been asking you for. They will figure out a way to take care of it. They'll figure it out. Exactly, Diana. Yeah, especially if it's something critical, like food, clothing, shelter, those basics that every human being needs. If it's really that bad, they will figure out a way to get it. Like, you don't have to overextend yourself. Now, I'm not saying, like, don't be helpful, because let me make that clear. Is what I'm saying making sense? Like, I'm not saying don't help. Like, if you want to go and donate food, I mean, I've done it. You donate items to a homeless shelter or a place for abused and battered women, or, you want to take food to a food bank, to help and give back. That's perfectly fine. But you have a grown man that's trying to date you or be in a relationship, and he's like, oh, well, I can't pay my phone bill. How much is the phone bill? $60. The devil is a liar. $60. And he's between jobs right now. He just got laid off due to COVID. Y'all see my face. I'm sorry about that. So sorry about that. Do you hear my response? Oh, I'm so sorry. He's gonna be like, I can't afford to pay my phone bill. I was wondering if, he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna. Now, mind you, he doesn't directly ask for help anyway. This is why I say a lot of times people play on your emotions. Don't let them do it. I'm not gonna be able to call you because I'm finna run out of minutes tonight. See the game? Y'all see the game? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see the game? I'm finna run out of minutes tonight. I don't think I'm gonna be able to call you, baby, but I really want to talk to you. Do you? So, I mean, what are you gonna do there? Y'all tell me, what are you gonna do there? I really want to talk to you, but I'm about to run out of minutes, so you may not hear from me for a couple of days. Mind you, he's wearing new shoes, and he's got a whole new outfit on. Adidas. What are y'all gonna do here? Y'all, I just want to make sure that my message it's registering. Y'all tell me, what are you gonna do here? He can't pay his phone bill because he's been laid off. So you won't hear from him for a couple of days. And he just feels so bad that he's not going to be able to communicate with you. He's not going to be able to call. So, if you don't hear from him for a couple of days, it's because he don't have the money right now to put minutes back on his phone. What are y'all doing? Red? Red, what would you do? I know Red I know she ready for an answer. Red, what would you do? Right, Aisha, I knew Aisha was coming too. She said, I'm not saving him. Don't save him. He'll want to be saved. What you gonna tell him, Aisha? She said, I'm not saving him. Oh, y'all crack me up. But you know, somebody else, somebody naive, and somebody that's like, you know, he's a good person. He ain't got no money. He can't keep minutes on his phone. He's grown, but he trying to date you. He can't keep minutes on his phone. Y'all let me know what your standards are. That's pet peeve for me. You can't keep your phone on. We got bigger problems, sir. Well, you know, I would want to come see you, but I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to put gas in my car. So how you been getting to work? Oh, Melanie. You're right, Melanie. You're absolutely right. So how did you get a whole brand new Adidas outfit? Socks and shoes to match. And I can tell it's brand new because you still got the tag on the jacket, sir. Y'all cracking me up. Because some women be like, oh, you know what? Do you need me to help you out? I can give you like 20. I can give you 30 on it. I give you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. We not even like that. We're barely even talking to each other. So I can only imagine if we were actually in a relationship, how much you would actually rely on me to do everything for you. Right, Aisha? So could you imagine? This is pre-relationship, y'all. This is pre-relationship. So could you imagine what he might be like if you were actually in a relationship with this character? Like what he would be like? How many problems y'all might have? A lot. 21 Savage. A lot. Because he'd be like, you'd be like, baby, did you pay the electric bill this month? Well, you know, something came up at work and we ended up having to take some days off, so I couldn't really afford to. So when were you gonna tell me that? When they shut the lights off? Well, you know, I was hoping that they might extend it or something. Or you look outside and they come in to repossess the car. What happened? Oh, I didn't pay it. I didn't pay it. Right, Melanie? I didn't pay it. So they coming to take your car now? Is that what? Yeah, they coming to take it. Y'all. It's gonna be a no. For me, it's gonna be a no. Separate, Aisha. Right, babe, right. Yep. Separate. You can have a joint account. You can. A lot of married couples do. They do have a joint account. That account is specifically for bills and stuff like that. But mama always told me, have a stash. Have a separate account. You came in alone, you going out alone. So it's great, wonderful. We're married. Yay, right? Shared account for bills and expenses. Personal account in case I ever got to walk out of this. Okay? So you can have both. You can have a joint account and you can have a separate account. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Drop a heart. Drop a heart in the comments if you agree with what I'm saying. You can have a joint account for bills and expenses that you both equally help pay. But you can have a separate account just in case. Just in case. Just because you can. Right? If you have a side hustle or you have a side business or whatever you do outside of, you and your husband's, however you make income, right? Then I would advise having a separate account because you never know when you have to save up money. You have to take care of something. Statistically, women actually manage their money a lot better than men do. So typically, usually, I'm not saying in all cases, so don't jump on my live stream with the foolery. Not in all cases, but usually women are more responsible financially than men are. So women usually tend to have a stash anyway. And if he's falling short a little bit, you can help your husband pick up wherever he left off, right? I only had 90% of the cable bill this month. Okay, well, I'll pay the rest of it, you know, or I'll go and get the groceries and I'll put gas in the car since you took care of rent. You know what I mean? Like, splitting those expenses. That's something, me personally, because I've never been married, I've always wondered, how do you decide like who splits what bills? Like, you know, even in a long-term committed connection, like how do you decide who splits what bills if you live together? Because obviously you both are going to be, you know, paying bills. Who decides what person is going to pay what bills, you know? Right, Aisha? and not to say that sometimes, because I mean, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there where I spent a little bit too much, and so now I'm a little tight on cash. You know what I'm saying? It happens to the best of us, okay? But it doesn't mean that you're bad with your money. You know what I mean? But you know when somebody is bad with their money, like they never have any money, like they can never go, and every time, oh man, I ain't got the money. Well, mama, do you want to go? Oh, baby, I ain't got the money. I was wondering if you could get it for me. Oh, no, I'm going to go ahead and leave you at home. I'm going to go ahead and leave you at home right now. Because I already know by the time we get to the mall, you're going to be asking me to get stuff. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't afford you. I can't afford you. You're expensive, ma'am. Well, you know, I would, cousins. I would, but girl, I ain't got the money this week. Okay, well then you're not coming with me. Okay? We were going to a very expensive restaurant. And it's an hour away. We told you this 3 weeks ago. Almost a month. You've had plenty of time to save up some money. So at this point, rain check. Because I'm not paying. Ooh, have y'all ever dealt with somebody like that? Like people like that like they wait until the last minute to tell you something important like that. Like, let's say y'all booked a group, y'all were going to travel, you booked a group flight to go somewhere, and then somebody pulls out last minute. Oh, well, I ain't going. The whole point was so that we could put the money together to go where we were going to go. What do you mean? Well, you know, something came up. When? And and when were you going to let us know? Like, See, that's why. That's why you got to know who you're dealing with. Male or female. You got to know who you're dealing with. Because women can be just as bad. Well, I was going to buy it. I left it in the cart. She knew she wasn't going to buy it. She knew she wasn't going to buy it. But she put it in the cart hoping that you would be like, oh, well, I'll just go ahead and get it for you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Man, I can't afford this right now. I really, really want these shoes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. See what I'm talking about? Y'all, I swear. That's when you just got to be like, I'm just, you know what? Maybe next time. Maybe next time, right? Maybe like you tell your children, be like, Mom, I really wanted this. Be like, oh, not today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later you can have it. Oh, thank you, Red. I appreciate it. Baydre, you know, there's a lot of people like that. And the thing is, they could change that if they really wanted to. They could change that. They could split things up. Because I know, like I said, sometimes it can be rough. But you have to learn how to work with what you have. And if you don't have enough, look into other sources of income. A lot of people have, especially now, this is like 2021 is one of the best years to be an entrepreneur. So there's really no excuse for not starting something on the side. Whatever it is that you do, whatever, if you're good at doing hair, if you're good at doing nails, even if you're not, take a class, take a course. There's so many online things that you can learn and put it into practice. Like, for example, I'm good at giving advice. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to get certified as a life coach. And so that's what I'm doing. That's going to be another one of the things that I do, which is what I implement in my tarot readings. But coaching and advising. If you have, and I have a cosmetic line, but I haven't launched it. So, I mean, if you have multiple things, you have multiple streams of income coming in, it really helps you to be able to, it really helps you to be able to manage your money, but also you have to know what your expenses are versus what you're bringing in, not your gross, but what it is that you're bringing in. Like, yeah, I could gross 2,000, but if I'm only bringing home 1,700, right? If I'm only bringing in 1,700, so now I've got, for the month, I have 1,700. Rent is 5, car is 3, right? Insurance, phone, 150. I'm throwing out bills, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Gas, that may be $30. Electric, maybe $100. You see what I'm saying? Internet and cable, that may be another $100. Before you know it, all I have is about $300 left for groceries, to put gas in the car, or whatever, anything extra I need. But whatever extra I have goes into a savings. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to prioritize. And at the end of the day, if I want to treat myself with something and I want to get myself something, I can. Which is the great benefit of having multiple sources of income, because you're able to constantly generate. You have it coming in, money flowing out, right? That's how you want it to be, because you never know when you might need that extra $20. A customer came, they bought something, it was $30, right? Just when I needed to pay a bill, that's $30. Somebody came in and they made a big purchase for $100 on my shop. So that's $100 that came in to pay 2 other bills that I had. Like, that's the benefit of having multiple sources of income, so you don't have to just live check to check. Because I get it. The rat race is, you get paid every Friday for some people, or you get paid monthly if you have a government job or something like that, or a state job. You get paid once a month or twice a month, depending on who you work for and how often they pay you. So, and they only pay you, a lot of people are only being paid bare minimum. So you have to learn how to live within your means. Now, the blessing for people with kids is that a lot of people will get they'll get taxes back because they have dependents. But for those of us who don't have dependents, it's a struggle out here. You heard me? It's a struggle. So you got to make sure that you can keep up with everything you got going on successfully. Because if you get a car, they're going to want a down payment. They're going to want you to pay sales tax, title, registration fees, on top of full coverage insurance, on top of the monthly bill, right? Rent and utilities, gas, internet, cable, phone bill, all that stuff, all of those bills add up every month. So everything, that's not including, like, if you have to get bleach, Pine Sol, dishwashing liquid, laundry liquid, that's not including extra amenities, right? It's not including personal hygiene, personal care, stuff to do your hair. You know what I mean? So all that stuff is like, it adds up. Right, Casey? But we were talking about, like, people learning to live within their means, because some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to work with what they have, and they end up putting themselves in a worse predicament because they're overspending more than what they actually have. So it's like you constantly end up in the negative. That's the thing. Red, you could go ahead and drop your question, love. If somebody else comes into the live stream and you donate, please let us know so that we can make sure that you get your reading, okay? Also, if you're new, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. it's kind of far. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has to say in regards to it. Let's see. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, y'all. Nine of Swords. Yeah, I can tell you stressing about it already. Holy Spirit. What's the possible outcome of Red's new job? What's the possible outcome if she chooses to accept this job offer? What might the possible outcome be? Possible outcome for Red's job offer. Whoa. I got the Hangman. Oh, thank you, Baydre. Five of Swords. I have the Hangman, the Five of Swords. You may feel a little bit stressed out about it. You may feel like you may end up having to leave this job with the Five of Swords, because it's like feeling overwhelmed with the Five of Swords. The Hangman. See, the thing is, with the Hangman, it can be kind of like feeling stuck, like you're not sure which way to go. Yeah, Five of Swords, it's like you could kind of feel like stressed, overwhelmed, because like we were just talking about, maybe the distance is not worth the pay, you know what I'm saying? Or even the stress, depending on what type of work you're doing, you know, or if they have to. Those are all things to consider. Like, let's say there's bad weather. Let's say there's a snowstorm. Let's say it's raining really bad and you have to travel that distance. You know what I'm saying? There's things that maybe you can't see with the moon. Things are kind of unclear. It's like this thing of uncertainty. And maybe even during the interview, I would ask questions to gain more clarity, because right now it's kind of, right now things are it's like kind of up in the air is what I was getting with the moon and the Five of Swords. Because it's like right now you're kind of not sure. It's like the Hangman is like stagnant energy, and then you're in your head about it with the Nine of Swords. You're kind of like, should I not? So that's what I'm getting. Well, you did great. Yeah. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you might end up walking away from this opportunity because you don't feel like it's going to be for your highest good, because things are not clear. I feel like depending on how your interview goes tomorrow, you'll find out, like, any questions you need to ask. If I were you, Red, I would write them down tonight and just go over them briefly before you go tomorrow. So that way you look, no kidding. Ace of Swords. So you can gain clarity on the situation, so you can see how you need to proceed. Because right now with the moon, it's kind of blurry. Like, you can't really see how it's going to benefit you in the long run, or, is it just temporary? Are they telling you it's part-time, and then they might be like, oh, well, we don't need you anymore after a certain amount of time, like, and then you said the drive is far, so it's like you may just feel like giving up on it altogether if you don't feel like it's for your highest good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's like you're needing clarity from whoever it is that conducts your interview tomorrow. I would ask them whatever questions that you have. I would ask them. Yeah. Three of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. You may walk away because you may not feel supported with this Three of Cups. You may not feel like either supported by family in making the decision, or just supported in general, like financially having the support. The Three of Cups for me is like, it almost carries a kind of the same energy as the Three of Pentacles. Like, you don't feel like you have, one, you're happy with the outcome, but two, like you're supported. Because you see there's a group of people here, and you may not even like the environment. So it really just depends. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This offer could have come to you pretty quickly because they're looking to quickly fill the position with the Knight of Swords. Maybe they reached out to you, email, especially if you applied on Indeed or something. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Yep, look. And then I got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, because they're trying to build their business up with this Three of Pentacles. They're willing to work with you with this Three of Pentacles, but at the same time, it's like you may not be happy. So it's like, what's your price? You know what I mean? Like, I felt that. Maybe you got a response, like an email from an employer on Indeed. Let's see. Yeah. Three of Wands. Yeah, because they're hoping to grow and expand their business. So whatever position they're looking to hire you for, they're looking to expand their business or to have more help because they may be shorthanded on help. But let's see. Yeah. Yeah, because they have undergone some major changes, maybe within their company, maybe within their policy, the way they do things, especially with all this stuff going on with the pandemic. But it's like you're torn between, and they're also, I feel like Spirit's message is also for you to really take a step back before you make a major change. Because, you know, the Tower is about major shifts and changes. This could really change, you know, your routine and stuff that you're already accustomed to. So Spirit is saying, pay attention with the Tower. Pay attention to what they're saying to you, what they're offering you, and how it's going to affect you in the long run. Yeah. Yeah. Three of Wands. Sometimes the Three of Wands can be somebody turning their back on something. Yeah. Somebody turning their back on something sometimes because it's not worth it. With the Tower, yeah, you could have a change of heart or a change of mind about this. You may come to a realization about something and end up leaving to see what's better out there on the horizon with the Three of Wands. Like how she's looking out, like seeing what other avenues of success you can take or other job opportunities that are available that's going to bring you success. But it's like you're torn in between with this Two of Pentacles, going or staying, you know, because the Two of Pentacles is about decisions. Juggling, like mentally juggling emotions, feelings, thoughts, you know, what to do, what not to do. Let's see. Yeah. Six of Wands. Either way, you're going to be successful. Either way, whatever decision you choose is going to be for your benefit is what Spirit is reassuring with the Six of Wands. So whatever decision you make is going to be, it's going to be for your best interest. Yeah, death. Death is about transitioning. So maybe you've ended one job to start a new one. Four of Cups. Yeah, whether you choose to accept or decline, it's something is going to work out. Like Casey said, the universe is going to provide for you because you're a go-getter. You have that energy. You have that ambition. Because you may have recently quit a job or got laid off from a job or something. So now you're looking for something else to financially support you and your family. Four of Cups. You may end up quitting this job though, because you may not like it. Like I said, cups are emotions and you may not feel like you're getting what you deserve there. So that's why I say, if I were you, just a suggestion, me being an employment specialist is something that I ask people to do all the time. Make a list of the questions you want to ask if you're not sure what questions to ask during the interview. What is important to you? What they offer, 401k, if they offer any type of benefits, if they offer, you know, what's their workers' comp policy. It could be temporary. I feel like an energy of this could be temporary, but I feel like the benefit, the blessing here, Red, is that this is part-time. So you don't have to fully commit. You may find something better. And I feel like that's why the Six of Wands is here. You're still going to be successful because I feel like you may find something while you're doing this. If you accept it, you may find something better that you actually like with the Three of Wands that's going to take you in a whole new direction. Like, you may accept this offer to start with and maybe like, and then actually find something that is going to work for you. Yeah. Yeah. With this Hermit card, it's just kind of like you need some time to think about it, see things clearly with the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. King of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you may get an offer, another offer with the King of Cups here that actually is what you're more geared towards. So you may eventually, you know how sometimes people will start a job because, you know, it's what they needed at the time. Like, I've done that. Like, my part-time job is how I started out. And then I ended up getting a better job, opportunity. But you start out doing that and then you end up finding something better. And you end on good terms with the first employer, but it just isn't a good fit for you. So as long as you're on good terms with them, which I feel like you will be, you know, then you'll be able to move on. Your transition will be smooth. I feel like that's why the Death is here, because I feel like you will end up I feel like you will end up ending this opportunity at some point months down the road, maybe a year from now, because it's just not, you ain't feeling it. See, look at her face. She just ain't feeling it. Like, nah. Right. But you will get an offer that you feel more stable, because the King of Cups is like it's a mature energy. It's more stable, you know, grounded type energy to me, because this is the King of Cups energy that he gives is very he's very in control of his emotional self. And I feel like this will be an offer from another employer that you actually feel like, okay, this is actually more stable. This actually could possibly be long term. With the Hermit energy here, you just need some time to really process everything that's said in the interview. I would write stuff down. When you go to the interview tomorrow, if I were you, if I had like a little notepad or something, I would take it with me so I could write stuff down. I've done this in an interview, and I've actually instructed people who come to me for interviews to do the same. That way, if they have any questions, I can make sure that I'm brushed up on my material and I can answer those questions effectively. But yeah, you may need some time to think things over, because this is the Ace of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you can see clearly, okay, is this what I want to do? If yes, how am I going to do it? What do I need to rearrange? Child care, distance, gas money, whatever I need to do before I move forward. But yeah, it looks like you're going to be good either way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I told y'all I do this for a living, so dead ass. I do interviews every day. Actually, today was very busy because I was actually trying to fill different positions for different companies all day long. So people were asking me about stuff. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I tell people all the time, because, you know, sometimes when you go into an interview, and I understand because I've been in their shoes, people are so nervous and they're just like, they're really quiet and they come in with their resume and they'll have their stuff, and I'm just like, it's okay. I can tell you're nervous. Like, I promise I don't bite. And then they'll start cracking up laughing. And I'm just like, I promise I don't bite. So just tell me, like, what kind of job are you looking for? What made you apply with us? Like, those types of questions. Like, I really try to make people comfortable. Hey, Sarah Loves, in my during my interview process. Yes, love, I am. They'll be so nervous, and I'm just like, I'm like the person. Oh wow. Yeah, the time change throws people off, Sarah Love, so I understand. I like, out of all people, I'm probably the least person to be worried about, because I just really listen. I try to be a good listener is really what I try to do when I'm interviewing people. People give you a backstory of their life, their position, what they're capable of doing, but I also use my intuitive spiritual abilities. Of course, Sarah Love, to pick up vibes from people, because people People give off energies all day long. People give off energies. And one of those energies is not being serious. Not being serious. And I wish I had honed in. Like, now I feel like my vibration is a lot higher than it was a year ago, than it was a year before. Because if I had tapped into my intuition more and more, I would have been able to be a better judge of character when it comes to people. But now I can feel it. Like, I can feel when somebody's going to call out. I can almost call it when somebody's going to call out last minute, or they're lying about something. It just doesn't sit well. So, you know, I can kind of pick it up. But yeah, that's what I do. I had that feeling today. I didn't verbalize it. Right, Sarah? I didn't verbalize it, but I had called a guy to be at work tomorrow morning at 7. And I had this feeling, because my office, usually I close at 5. I had this feeling this morning, and I didn't tell my client that I had this feeling, right? So I'm like, I call this guy. Right, Sarah? And I'm like telling him about the job and everything, you know, what time it needs to be there. And I said, I can guarantee you before I leave this office, he's going to call me. I said this to myself in my mind and said this out loud. I said, I can guarantee he's going to call me back and tell me that he can't go for some reason. I kid y'all not, like 5 minutes later, he sends a text. I can't go. I can't go. Somebody's in the hospital and I have an emergency. That quick? So I said, okay. See if I can start the job Wednesday. I said, I'll see. Yeah, a text. Right, Red. Now, mind you, it's a family emergency. Somebody was rushed to the hospital. Then he said, see if I can start Wednesday. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? It's Monday. Why are you just now, if you're that serious, and he told me, you know, in the beginning of the phone call, oh, I just really need a job right now. So why are you calling me and then gonna tell me, oh, well, somebody got rushed to the hospital? And it was just his tone and the way that he said it that made me feel like it was made up. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced that, but I felt like it was a made up story. Just like within a few minutes, it was a made up story. Oh, let me text them back real quick and say, well, you know, I can't start tomorrow. Instead of just being honest and saying, I can't start tomorrow, but what about Wednesday? You see the difference there? And that's what bothers me about people. Like, people lie about a lot of things. And it's like, why weren't you honest? And why couldn't you just be honest and say, exactly. Why can't you just be honest and say, you know what? Tomorrow would not be a great day for me to start. Can I start Wednesday? Because that would be, you know what I mean? That would make sense. No, let me make up a whole story so you can feel bad for me and be like, oh, I understand. I said, nope. I said, if the position is still available, I'll let you know. Right? Not going to do it. If it's still available. Right, Sarah? And drama is already a red flag for me. If anybody comes to me with drama, I don't care if it's a client. Exactly, Queen. I don't care if it's a client. I don't care if it's somebody booking a personal reading with me. Drama is already a red flag for me energetically, because drama says you have trauma to me. Drama equals trauma to me. Something's not going well, you don't budget well, you don't manage finances well, you don't manage emotions well, because everything is like this, and it's always, everything's an emergency, and I need a job, I just need a job. And it's like, but if you really needed a job, why are you backing out? Oh, I don't have transportation, I can't find a ride, now I gotta find a ride. Why is everything so stressful? Drama is trauma, and that could be trauma for you or me, but either way, it's not gonna work. Right? And I'll tell people, do not call me until you have reliable transportation if you want to work. Right? Don't call me unless you have reliable transportation if you want a job through me. because you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're going to be late. My client's going to be looking at me like, oh, well, what happened? Who did you send? He didn't show up, right? So that's a reflection of me, my work. 2, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems down the road because you couldn't find a ride, or the car broke down, or there's a flat tire. There's always something going on. So I try to feel the energy of drama and avoid it at all costs. You know what? Call me back. Is it available? No. Call me back. Call me back. Call me back when you find a babysitter, when you find a ride, when you get a phone number that works where we can reach you. Call me back. Because I'm not going to do drama. I won't do it. Anybody that knows me, y'all know. I just won't do it. Baydre Love, you can go ahead and drop your question. The liars are the worst, though. The liars are the worst because it's like, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Like, I had a guy literally lie to my face and tell me that he wasn't working somewhere. Come to find out, someone else that works for the same company was like, oh, I saw so-and-so yesterday. But he just told me that, are you talking about so-and-so? Yeah, that's him. You know, the one with the red hair, real tall, skinny? Yeah. Let's see Ryan's current energy. Let's find out. I mean, I tell y'all, liars be doing the most. Y'all being Queen of Swords mode most of the day. Because y'all know I don't be with the shits. And people be like, oh, I'm so sick. I've been burning up with fever. I said, oh, well, go to the hospital. Bring me a doctor's excuse before you can go back. I had to have surgery. I need a doctor's release before I can send you back to work. Oh, well, they sent me home. I don't care if they sent you home. I don't care if they sent you to Hawaii. I need a doctor's excuse before you can go back to work safely, for everybody's safety. Because they really didn't go. And there really wasn't nothing wrong. Spirit, what is Ryan's energy towards Baydre? What is his energy? Excuse me. Reek, are you upset? Are you upset, sir? Ooh. The Four of Wands. Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about building a foundation. It could also be in relation to family. Let's see. There could be something going on with his family. Or he may just be in an energy to try and build something solid with you, Baydre. Are you two communicating right now? I have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords tells me that you are in an energy towards him of wanting clarity. You're wanting clarity on specific things that maybe he's not providing. Strength. I have the Strength card here. Yeah, you have strong boundaries. And you know your worth. You know your worth. That's what it is. I feel like you stood your ground here is what this is. Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Strength. You stood your ground about wanting a commitment or a solid foundation with him. And he wasn't ready to give it. Four of Pentacles. He held back. He held back. Whether that was emotionally, physically, whatever that was. Four of Pentacles, it's like being selfish in a sense. Is like, I know what you want, but I'm not going to give it to you type energy. Yeah, he is thinking about reaching out. Eight of Wands. He's thinking about it. Now, whether or not he does it, up to him. But he's definitely thinking about it, just so you know. I feel like this relationship there's been a lot. There's been a lot here. Because I feel like, you know, you really, really wanted to be with him. You really wanted things to work out. But it's like, it's been kind of stressful, low key. Nine of Wands, because it's like you're not in communication, so you don't really know what's going on. And you may feel like you're the one putting in a lot of effort. You put in a lot of effort. Do you send him texts and he just don't respond? I have the wheel here. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about change. Karmic cycles. Lessons. Karmic lessons. The Two of Cups. Yeah. In this relationship, there were some karmic lessons that needed to be learned. One of those lessons was for you. Hey, Glam Love. Is baby girl okay? Is she okay? Yeah, with the Two of Cups, it's like this connection was here for a purpose. It was here to show you things about yourself that, you know, you want to work on or change. But also with the King of Cups, it also kind of showed you what you want in a relationship with a man. Like, what type of attributes or character traits do you want in the person that you really want to be with? You want somebody that's loving and supportive and available, right? Available. Let's see. Yeah. The Tower. Unexpected changes here. Oh, okay. Great. I'm glad she's okay. Yeah, there have been some unexpected changes between you and him. And maybe he hasn't been lately as supportive as he was in the beginning of the connection, Baydre. Is this resonating for you, Baydre? 1, 2. Okay. What I have? Wands, strength, swords. I have a little bit of everything up here. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like all of a sudden he kind of flipped the script. Like maybe where he was being involved with you and he was communicating, then all of a sudden it's like he kind of pulled back and he stopped showing his affection or stopped showing his love. So now it's like you're kind of questioning where you stand at this point. Let's see. Six of Wands. You may miss, you probably are missing the attention that he gave you when you two were communicating. But Spirit is saying with the Hermit card, because this is major arcana and the Wheel is major arcana, the Tower is major arcana. There were definitely lessons for you to learn in this. I'm going to ask Spirit, what was the lesson? 5 of Wands. Yeah, Spirit wanted you to take a step back from this situation so that you can do some personal accountability, some personal healing, and find out, you know, why you even really reevaluate why you even want this connection with this person. 5 of Wands, because, you know, let's face it, at the end of the day, if he wanted to be involved with you, you wouldn't even be questioning. You wouldn't even be asking me, well, I wonder what's his energy towards me right now? How is he feeling? What is he thinking? Because you would know. You see what I'm saying? So Spirit said this was a lesson. Thank you, Spirit, confirming. Justice. This was a karmic cycle, and they reiterated the same thing with the Wheel and the Justice. Things have to be balanced, and that was the message. This is major arcana. Things have to be balanced in a connection, otherwise it causes conflict, disagreements, hurt feelings, sadness, somebody walking away, a breakup. So right now, he's operating in a single energy, just so you know, with this 9 of Pentacles. He's operating in a very single energy, just doing his thing, just living his life. But he's got some challenges he's facing on his own as well. 5 of Wands. And he's in hermit mode right now. He's withdrawn from you. I feel like he's focused on himself with the 6 of Wands. He's in the hot seat. Like, he's focused on himself. And I feel like he also may be focused on his money situation. Don't know if he's had problems with finding a good job or keeping a steady job, but that's something that he's focused on right now. In the Nine of Pentacles, he's focused on material gain and his own independence. Like maybe if he was living with relatives, like his mom or somebody like that, maybe he's trying to be more independent and be more of a man on his own. Five of Cups, he does feel like he owes you an apology. He regrets how things ended between the two of you. The Temperance, he does want to try to make things right with you, because the Temperance for me is more of like a reconciliation energy, but it's going to take some time, so you'll have to be patient. You'll have to be patient, because Temperance is also like divine timing for me. Knight of Swords, out of nowhere, he may reach out to you. He may reach out to you when you least expect it. The best way to let this go is to not expect anything, but just, tell yourself, okay, when he reaches out, how am I going to be ready? The High Priestess, excuse me, Spirit is saying use your intuition. Trust your intuition here. Listen to your gut feeling. When he reaches out to you, and I feel that he will, right? Figure out, are you going to be ready for that? Are you going to be ready for that? For him reaching out? The Chariot. Look, Page Cups on the bottom of the deck. Page Cups. And this is about love messages. So I feel like he will reach out to you in his own time. But right now, Spirit is saying, be focused on moving forward and overcoming the challenges on your own right now, and not worrying about quickly. The Chariot is about fast movement. So I would really focus on moving forward. He's also aware. He's also aware of how he's made you feel also by withdrawing. He does feel guilty about it. And like I said, he may actually reach out, is what I'm seeing here energetically. But Spirit's message to you is to focus on yourself, right? Because what's meant for you will come to you. Have you reached out to him at all? Have you reached out to him at all? Have you tried to contact him at all? Let's see. Let's put this here. Baydre. Here, what's the advice here? I'm going to pull some romance oracles. Okay. Great. Great. I feel like he's focused on himself right now. Gotcha. Gotcha. He is regretful about the way things ended between the two of you, and he does think about reaching out to you, but it's almost like he's at the right time. He's going to do it when you least expect it. It's going to be like an impulsive thing to reach out with that Knight of Swords. He knows. With the High Priestess, this tells me he's fully aware. Great. Great. Because you want it to be free will when he does, of his own free will, not because you tried to manifest a text, because I've seen that. That because you tried to manipulate the situation, but simply because he truly wants something stable, right? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Y'all know how I feel about them labels, but he does have a connection to you. He does have a strong connection to you. Look, Spirit says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you still want him, you can manifest it. You can pray about it and say, you know what, Father, may your will be done in this situation. I hope and pray that he reaches out. I hope he pray and that he comes to his senses, and leave it, and then leave it. Right? Spirit says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay? It's It's almost like the universe is like, when you have an ex, like I talked about earlier, letting them go, because it's room for you to grow. It's room for you to expand. It's room for you to be your best self, because you're no longer tied down by those emotions. Right. Right. Yeah, Spirit's saying, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Right? Take a nice, luxurious bath. Pamper yourself. Do a facial, right? Do a mask. Do some skincare routine. Do something to pamper yourself. Get your nails done. Get a pedicure. Do something to take care of you, Baydre. Do things to take care of you. Start something new that you wanted to do. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel like you are still, like, there's this part of you that still has feelings for this dude. But then there's that part of you that still remembers what he did. Still remembers what he did. So it's like, it kind of makes it hard for you to let go. But Spirit says, pay attention to the red flags. Remember what happened here. Remember the deception with the red flags that he showed you. When someone shows you who they are, believe them, right? Which is why he got blocked. Because he showed some red flags, bright red. So Spirit's like, keep that in mind. When you start thinking, you know, you miss him. No, you don't. No, you don't. We got forgiving and learning here on the bottom of the deck. You miss the feeling that he gave you. The adrenaline rush. The love bombing. Because, you know, every man does this at the beginning of a relationship. Tells you all the things that you want to hear. And then after a period of time... right. Then after a period of time, what they call after the honeymoon phase, then that mask falls off, right? It falls off. So now you get to see the true color. Red. What's the color? Red. Now you get to see, oh, that flag. I thought it was hot pink. No, it's red. Now you get to see the red in the flag. After a period of time, because the show is over now, right? Forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. And this is what Spirit wanted you to learn. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Forgiving and learning. And that's the biggest thing here with the karmic cycles. Like I told you, with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. This was a karmic lesson. This was a karmic connection, okay? With that being said, he had things that he needs to learn about himself. And I applaud you for standing up for yourself and deciding, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not tolerating this behavior. Because when we enable people to behave disrespectfully or negative towards us, it sends a clear message that it's okay for them to do it to other people and to continue in the toxicity. But once you've decided to cut him off and you are not reaching out, and you're not reaching out energetically, telepathically, nothingly, now he has to sit in his own shit and take responsibility for the way that he treated you. And now he's going to think twice before he treats another woman the way that he treated you. But Spirit said they wanted you to learn this lesson so that you can learn that you deserve the best. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have consistent communication, respect, honesty, all of that. You deserve every bit of it, and don't settle for anything less than that. If you're not getting those 4 things, communication, consistency, respect, and trust. If you are not getting those 4, these are the 4 basic principles of a healthy relationship. If you are not getting at least 3 out of 4 of those, there's going to be problems. Spirit says, make the effort. That's the thing. Make the effort. That's what this was all about. He could have made the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And if you really love someone, like I said at the beginning of this live stream, what's understood doesn't have to be said. Like, somebody can show you that they love you without actually verbalizing it. Because men are of action anyway. Men show love. When they really do love a woman, they're going to show her that they love her. All right, love? So that's the advice. Take care of you. Make sure your needs are being taken care of, because you deserve the best. You deserve better. Yeah. You're most welcome, love. Really soon, the person that's meant to be in your space, the person that does want to give you that love that you deserve, is going to be coming in for you. Just take care of you, and the universe will do the rest. Let's see. Okay, y'all. Mods, let's go. Who's first up? They put you on the list first, huh, Aisha? Okay, let's go. She's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Aisha, they got you out here in these streets. Got you out here in these streets. Alright, y'all. Alright, Holy Spirit, Divine Source, please show me the general messages that you have for Aisha. What messages does Aisha need to know? Right, Queen? Don't be scared. Like Mystical. Don't be scared. Ooh, look. We got the 9 of Swords. What are you in your head about, Aisha? Hi, Moon Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. You working really hard, Aisha. Oh, so you might be in your head about work. Is that what it is? Like work, career related type stuff. You might be stressing out about work, how everything's going to work out, schedules, time change, trying to get enough rest. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. Disappointment in a relationship. I feel like it's a combination of things. Yeah, you moving on. You moving on. Aisha's taking everything and just throwing it all away. Just throw it all away. Oh. No, actually, I take donations in my live stream. My website is for like personal. If you want a personal in-depth reading, Moon Goddess, you can go there, and my everything is all listed there. Hi, Nivea. Yeah, I see it too. Yeah, you're moving forward because you don't want to waste your time somewhere. It's like you're debating about whether or not you should stay at your place of work because you don't want to waste your time investing and, trying to like grow somewhere where you're not going to be compensated properly for your talent, for your skills, for how well you do what you do, Aisha. You've moved on. You've left a connection that you weren't happy with because you weren't getting from that connection what you felt you deserved with this 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, love. Well, you can go ahead and donate whatever you feel comfortable with. I have $10 donation or $20 donation. Is up to you. You go for it. Yeah. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Aisha? Yeah, 2 of Swords came up, Aisha. You cutting somebody or everybody out. Ace of Swords. Because there was no clarity here. There was no clarity here. And you probably done said a few choice words to somebody recently in the past couple weeks. Somebody might have got cussed out. Ooh. Thanks, Moon Goddess. Look, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, because you work hard. And if they didn't get cussed out, here's a star card right here. You're trying to like heal your situation. You're trying to change things. Yes, thank you, Queen. Yeah, $10 is my minimum, Moon Goddess. I don't do anything less. Less. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're trying to improve your situation to where you can be more comfortable. It's Aquarius. It's Aquarius. And I can feel it. I can feel it with that Ace of Swords. Because you know the Ace of Swords in reverse is brutal. Like, it's either brutal honesty, harsh words, harsh truths. And I was like, ooh, she's an Aquarius too. So I can relate. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Moon Goddess. We appreciate you. Please make sure that you do subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Much love. Thank you. The Star and the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you are the Queen of Wands, Aisha. Yeah, you are the Queen of Wands. You are very ambitious about moving forward. You are very determined to be the queen of your castle. You are very determined to get everything in order so that you can live comfortably and without all the additional stress. Yeah, somebody getting cussed out. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working very hard. You could be working long hours and staying late. Thank you, Moon Goddess. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it because sometimes people have an issue with respecting my boundaries, and this is my channel. So my moderators are here to help me enforce those boundaries as much as possible. So I really appreciate you for doing that. Let's see. Queen of Wands, 9 of Cups. I just tell it like it is, Glam. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Here we go. More swords. I had 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is definitely your reading, Aisha. So you're questioning people like, listen, when are y'all going to start paying me what I'm supposed to be paid? I work sun up to sundown, and y'all only want to pay me this little bit? I fill in for other people. I come in on days off. Yeah. Y'all got me working swing shifts. Y'all got me working swing shifts out here in these streets. What am I supposed to do with that? This is Queen of Swords, y'all. Look how she's got her hand out. Like, better have my money, Queen of Swords. That's her energy. To the masculine. To the masculine. If you ain't got no offer, take your broke home. Knight of Pentacles. Either you are in or you are out, or I am out. 6 of Swords. This is you, Aisha. Oh my goodness. Why am I so into your reading? I feel it. I feel it on every level. It's like a fed up energy. Like, I've been putting up with so much stuff and there's only so much more of it I can take. Like, come on now. Oh man. Page of Swords. He wants to reach out to you, but it's like he's scared. The Street card is in reverse. He's scared because he's scared you're gonna give him that sword. But he feels like y'all have unfinished business. Yeah, he feels like y'all have unfinished business. He's kind of depressed too because I had the 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. He's depressed that you don't want to take him back. He's feeling some type of way, just so you know, but I know you don't care. The Hangman. Yeah. He's now he's like, well, I want to see where this can go. Like it was stuck before, but it's like now he's willing to like see things from your perspective. Before, I feel like he was like dead set in his way of thinking or his way of doing things, But now it's like, maybe Aisha was right about what she said. Maybe I should have done this, or maybe I should have done that. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Everybody gets swords. Everybody gets swords going into April. But 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Right. It's almost like your person is more like a parent instead of a partner. That's almost the energy that I get from your person, and I could be wrong, but it's almost like he's a parent to you, not like a partner. It's like, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Okay. All right, Moon Goddess. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Moon Goddess, same question. Or is it? Where a new connection is headed. Okay, so you are in a new connection and you're wanting to know where this new connection is headed. Okay. All right, let me use my what's the possible outcome of this connection? You're most welcome, love. Sarah Queen. Yes, Sarah Queen and Lamb. So see, we got through this so quick. I love it. Oh yes, y'all. Yes, I decided to put my lashes on today. I did not use the glue that was irritating me. I don't know what was in it, but it was irritating me. So I stuck with my I have a pen. It's a lash pen, and that works out better. I'm not itching. My eyes are not watering. It's by Kiss. Anybody who, if you wear lashes, I'm telling you, it's a game changer, because you just put the pen on there, give it a second, and then pop it on. Gotcha. Okay. But is it like a love interest though? Like, is the person like interested in you, Moon Goddess, as like wanting to date you possibly? Like in that type of way? I usually use duo glue. Oh, okay. So you're wanting to know how this person is feeling towards you? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure before I pull. Is that the real question? Like, what are their intentions? What's your motive type thing? What's their motive? So tell me, what's your motive? What's your motive? Okay, so yes, you're wanting to know how he feels towards you. Okay. Spirit, how is this masculine feeling towards Moon Goddess? The new masculine. Well, he's honest. The 7 of Swords is in reverse. That's a good thing. The 7 of Swords is in reverse. So that's, yay! If I could blow balloons. He's being real with you, that's for sure. Yes, he has romantic feelings. The 2 of Cups is here, right? Right. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say, because I say it all the time. I would invest energy in a man very, very slowly. Slowly, right? Because he needs to give a little to get a little. Right. There's definitely a connection. Give a little to receive a little, right? It's like the song by Rihanna, right? Kiss it better, baby. What are you willing to do? Oh, tell me what you're willing to do. Yeah. What is he willing to do? That's the question. If you want to be with me, You want to be on my team, the winning team? What you trying to do? That's the question. Great. See, this works out even perfect. You're not a chaser. He's the man. That's what he's supposed to be doing. But some men will try to reverse the role. We're not doing it. Either you want me or you do not. And guess what? If you do not, honey baby, there are plenty of other fish in the sea. Do you hear me? So yes, don't chase him. Don't chase him. Let's see. Justice. Is he a Libra? You a Libra? Does somebody have Libra in their chart? Justice. He could carry some karmic energy though. Let me just say this. Be careful with people online, okay? Be careful with people online that you meet, because usually what you see is not what you get. So be careful with it. Be careful with it. I'd rather meet somebody on the side of the street than online, because most of the time what you see in real life is what you're getting. Okay, so this is another message then. Justice just carries the element of Libra, but it's about balance. Okay, got you. It's about balance. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. Like, make sure things are balanced. It's reciprocal, right? Because otherwise it's going to turn into a karmic situation. Okay, that's good. Otherwise, if it's not balanced and it's not reciprocal, then it's going to turn into a difficult situation. But Spirit is saying, Queen of Cups energy, that's how he sees you, as a loving person. He does. He sees you as a loving person. But Spirit says to make sure you take care of you first and foremost. Love yourself first and foremost out of all things. Yeah, Four of Wands. Make sure that if you're wanting commitment, that's what they're willing to offer you. And they're going to show you. Like I said, men are action. They're action oriented. So if they really have feelings for you, look, you asked if he will initiate. Page of Wands, exciting plans. This is a new connection. So he will be reaching out to communicate. Page of Wands. He will be reaching out to communicate. This is going to take time. Seven of Pentacles. It's going to take some time, right? Because you want to know, what's his motive? What's his MO? Seven of Pentacles. Are you just wanting a little fling? What you want? Seven of Pentacles. So you got to take that time to really get to know the person. And y'all Aries have short attention spans anyway. So, you know, you got to be patient, Aries. You got to be patient. Page of Cups. Because he might be at a slower pace than you, especially if he's like an earth sign. If he is a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Hi, Nima K. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, I mean, if he's an earth sign, he definitely, okay, he's an Aries. Okay. So yeah, if he's excited about you, which I feel like he is, definitely with the Page of Wands, he's going to reach out to you, and he's going to want to talk to you, and he's going to want to get to know you, because he's excited. He's excited. Aries is excited, especially about somebody that they like. You're the silent one. Okay. Are you a Taurus? Taurus, you know I love y'all. I'm surrounded by the earth element. Earth or water signs are usually very like quiet. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Actually, Pisces is more talkative out of the water signs. Y'all notice that? Scorpio is kind of like, oh no. And Cancer, I think Cancer tends to be more social as well. Cancers can be pretty outgoing, but quiet. Well, love, first thing you'll do, okay, Cancer. First thing you'll do is like and subscribe. And then, you know, then you will send your donation either via PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Super Chat, however you prefer. And then we will go from there. $10 is my minimum. Yep, up to you. My voice is amazing, Glam. Knight of Wands. Yeah, he's excited. Okay. It looks like okay. Yep, there he goes, Queen, being himself. Now he's quiet. You're most welcome, Nima K. Knight of Wands. Looks like the Aries likes to be free. So with this Knight of Wands energy, it can be player energy. I'm sure you know that. It can be player-like energy, but the Knight of Wands energy definitely is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. Fire signs, I love you guys. Y'all do what y'all want to do. So I feel like that's the energy that he's in. He's kind of like, I like her. You know what I mean? I like her. But I kind of want to, he may still be like exploring his options too. He may be talking to other people. You may not be the only person that he's chatting with online, that he's messaging online. You may not. I'm just being 100% truthful with you. So if he's not really talking to you, it could be that he's trying to, and people forget this, okay? Let's say I'm dating, okay? I'm going to use myself as an example. Let's say I'm dating online. I'm not going to put all of my eggs in one basket with one person, because the thing with the World Wide Web is that there's so many people, almost like flavors, to choose from. So you may have a great conversation with this person, you may vibe with this person, but this person may be the person that you actually want to go out with. Does it make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? He hasn't committed to anyone. Will do, Sarah Boo. He hasn't committed to anyone. He's just conversing to see, out of all the people, who would be the best possible. It's almost like a screening, almost like a screening process. Like, who would be the best person? Like, who really meshes well? So he could be in this energy of trying to figure you out. Or it could just be that he's simply busy. That he's doing this, that, the other. Especially if he's a professional. He could just be busy. He could have a lot of stuff going on. I definitely would not chase him, though. I wouldn't. 5 of Swords, okay? 5 of Swords. How he's feeling is like he's not really sure. He's kind of wishy-washy about it, kind of in and out. Let's see. Give me a time frame. When might she hear from the Aries? Oh, y'all want to be funny. High Priestess. Y'all want to be funny. Those are months for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like between now and April. Between now and April. So soon, between now and April, you may hear from him. If you don't, that tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Yep. The Lovers, yeah. He has a connection to you. And the Lovers for me is Gemini season. So that would be like May, June. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Springtime. So sometime during the spring. Yep. March, April-ish. I mean, we're halfway through March. So between now and probably mid-April, but you know, like you said, you're not a chaser, so I wouldn't chase him. He's the man. I mean, if you care that much, like I said, it's the World Wide Web. If you're chatting with him, you could be chatting with 5 other dudes online. There's so many other people to engage with. This is what I tell a lot of women, right? We get so wrapped up in one person that we forget there's options, right? Just men don't forget that they have options. Men don't forget, ooh, I like her. I like how we vibe together. I like how she looks. She's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know. Yeah, he's excited to get to know more about you. That's the excitement of the Page of Wands, because you're a new person, it's a new experience, it's a new connection. So the excitement is like mental excitement, like, you know, wanting to get to know. Yeah. Okay, great. I got you, Sarah Boo. Great, Moon Goddess. I'm so glad. Please, ladies, keep your options open. Don't limit yourself just because. Like we talked about the other day about the whole twin flame label and, you know, connections. Do I believe that the twin flame connection is a real thing? For some people, sure. For me, it's just like either you're meant to be together or you're not. Of course, like I said, there's definitely a connection because that Two of Cups is there. There's definitely a connection. Doesn't mean that you want to go further. You may not even want to go further with him. You know what I mean? You may like him. I mean, there's people I like, but I would never date. It's just gonna be a no. Same for him. Right. I'm so happy for you, Sarah Love. You have done the work for sure. So yeah, definitely keep your options open, Moon Goddess. I feel like he will. The crazy part about how the law of attraction works, as soon as you let go of this Aries person in your mind, it's like, okay, Sarah Love, as soon as you let this person go in your mind, he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be wanting to message you. I swear. Exactly. He'll be wanting to message you when you've moved on to talking to somebody else. He'll be like, oh, I really liked you and I really thought that we had something going. Sir, how did you think that? You never texted me back. Not an email, not nothing. How did you think that? Let's see. All right. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity into the situation. My Moon Goddess, thank you so much for liking and subscribing and donating to the channel. Thank you. Don't forget to hit your notification bell so you can be notified of the next live session, because we'll be back Wednesday. Let's see. Let's see. 8 of Wands. What's in his headspace? He's thinking about reaching out to you, Sarah Boo. He's thinking about it. 5 of Swords. Yeah, he's conflicted. He's in his head right now. The 5 of Swords, he's kind of wishy-washy about what he wants to do. You're most welcome. Yeah. He's kind of wishy-washy about... Wow. He's kind of wishy-washy about whether or not he wants to engage in this connection with you, Sarah Love. And I've got the 10 of Swords as well. Because I feel like he could have like a fear of being betrayed or hurt by you if he was to give in. But at the same time, it's wishy-washy. Like he wants to be in control. He plays mind games with you. It's like he wants to be able to control the dynamics of this connection. Like when he communicates with you, when he doesn't, if he feels like communicating, if he doesn't, if he feels like talking, if he doesn't. I feel very moody. Very moody energy. So in his headspace. 1 minute he wants to talk to you. The next minute it's like, 6 of Cups. Yeah. It's like, okay, that's what it is. He's back and forth in his own mind about whether or not this is gonna end, or if you two will be able to reconcile and make things work between the two of you. Yeah. 10 of Swords and 6 of Cups. He's not sure if you two will be able to make things work with the 6 of Cups and come back together strong, right? Or if it's gonna end. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he wants to do. If he wants to walk away, if he wants to end this because he knows it's going to hurt him, he knows it's going to hurt you, or if he wants to make it work. He's not sure about if he wants to make this work, if it can work, or if you're going to end things with him. He's not sure what you're thinking. That's what's in his headspace. He's not sure if you're wanting what you're wanting. Romantic feelings. He does have romantic feelings for you. Knight of Cups. Exactly. And the Lovers is here. So there definitely is romantic feelings here. The Lovers is here. So he still thinks about you in a very loving way. But it's like, yeah, I feel like he plays games. It's a mental manipulation or I'm going to say emotional manipulation with him. Because everything is like based on how he feels, how he's feeling in that moment. And so it makes it difficult for you. Yeah. He has romantic feelings towards you, and he plans on expressing that to you, that he does have feelings for you. And he does have a desire to reconcile with you, to make things right. But it's like he's torn between making it right and ending it. It's weird. It's like he's not sure if he wants to end it or if he wants to keep it going. Like, it's just kind of like a, you know what I mean? What's in his heart space? But you're the Empress here. So if I were you, I would definitely keep my options open, because Omid has not given you a solid commitment. He has not. So I would not stress. There is this video. Right, and there you go. There you go. There's this video where these people on Instagram, they're like, if man is not your husband, do not let him stress you out. That is like, I felt that. Like, who is this dude to be causing me all this stress? To have me up at night crying. To have me worried about where he's at, who he's with, what he's doing. I don't care, because he's not my husband. So he's none of my concern. If he's not going to show me that he's about me, then I'm going to be about me and do me. The Empress here. Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're the Empress here. He knows that you are absolutely like the whole package with the Empress here. You are wife material. You are that type of person that would make a great wife, a great mother. Ten of Wands, how he feels overwhelmed by the situation. Tell me more. What's in his heart space? How does he feel about this connection between him and Sarah? Five of Swords. Five of Swords. He feels like he wants to be in control. He wants to be in control of how things go. He kind of feels like maybe you've given up. Like maybe you've given up hope here. Two of Cups. But there's love. Yeah. There is still love. There's still a connection. But you're ready to move forward. Six of Swords. He feels like you are ready to move forward, because you're tired of the games. The Five of Swords is mind games. Playing games. And that's his energy. Like he may be involved one day and not involved the next. And nobody has time for this type, type energy here. So it's like, goodbye. Goodbye. Three of Wands. Yeah. That's what's in his heart space. Yeah. Seven of Cups. He feels like he's trying to weigh his options. He's trying to explore his options. Seven of Cups. And trying to figure out what he needs to do. No, nobody has time for it. The Hermit, he's kind of withdrawn his energy. He's kind of withdrawn his energy, but he feels like you've kind of withdrawn yours. And it's almost like y'all are mirroring each other, because it's like he's trying to figure out what's the best option here. He feels like you've grown bored with this situation with the Four of Cups, like you're kind of just over it. The Hermit is Virgo energy, and the Hermit was withdrawn to kind of gain a clearer perspective. That's Virgo energy. You're analyzing every aspect, angle of this relationship. So you're in analyzation mode, right? And he's like, I hope she hasn't moved on. I mean, I do have feelings for her. But it's like he won't open his mouth, or he won't text, or he won't call. So you're constantly having to be concerned. Two of Wands. He feels like you two are growing apart with the Two of Wands next to the Four of Cups. He feels like you're moving apart in different directions. Eight of Pentacles. But you're definitely focused on yourself, loving yourself, and taking care of work. You handling the business, Sarah. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. That's what's in his heart space and his head space. Just so you know. He knows. He knows it. He acting cray-cray. He acting cray-cray. He knows what he needs to do. Let me tell you, men know what they need to do. They know exactly what they need to do. Absolutely, love. Absolutely. Men know it. Don't let men fool you. He knows. Yeah. He knows exactly what he should do. He knows exactly what you want. He knows. Because first of all, you make it very clear what you want. Otherwise, you wouldn't be texting him, right? So he knows all of this. So he has all of this information. This is why I say it's mind fuckery with the Five of Swords. He has all of this information. He knows that you're interested, clearly interested. He knows that you want a relationship. Why is he not bearing fruit? Why is he not bearing fruit of commitment, of moving forward movement? Why is he not, making plans? See what I'm saying? Because he's exploring options is what he's doing. I don't think he's quite ready to settle down yet. And at this age in your life, you're ready to settle down. You're ready to have something stable. You're ready to have something committed. Okay, love. What was the other question you had? Because I feel like he's withdrawn from you to really think about what he wants in this relationship. That's what I feel. Let's see what Spirit tells me. Let's see what Spirit tells me. Oh, Spirit. Why has Omid stopped responding to her messages? Yes. Yes, love. Absolutely. Why has he stopped responding? Eight of Cups. Wow. You're most welcome, love. He feels like there's been a change in this connection with the Wheel. He may feel like you've walked away from this connection. But the problem with that is